Hey, what's up people, Paradise here, joined by this handsome fellow Baphomet. Today bringing you our third episode of our League of Legends DieCadamy series with a really special edition that I'm personally extremely excited about, so take it away.
Yeah, this time around we're going to talk about level 1 and 2. People seem to forget about it, yet it's extremely important. It can define the outcome of the lane.
Unlike our other episodes, this is gonna be way less abstract. So if you wanna know how to not get cheesed out level 1 anymore and how to leverage the advantage level 2 to roll your lane from there on out, you should stay tuned because this video might be just for you. Your standard level 1 opening should be to guard the jungle entrances to defend versus a potential invade. After that you leash for your jungler, but make sure not to spend too much time helping him, as it is quite a time investment. And right here I want to highlight this ward, which has been placed at around 1 minute to 20, which is used to scout against the enemy bot lane, knowing where they are. As Fresh and Twitch have a very strong level 1, you want to make sure not to get cheesed by them. And this is where the magic happens. Right here I'm thinking, I need to push this wave up, so I started taking the melee minions. By pushing you give yourself headroom to harass the opponent. Auto tags deal a lot of damage level 1, so poking and harassing is extremely effective to gain dominance over the lane. But usually people either try too hard to chunk the opponent, or they don't do it at all. The key to level 1 is to keep track of the minions and how hard both parties are pushing the wave. For every point of damage you put on the wave, you give yourself time and breathing room to harass the opponent. It's a balancing act of bullying the enemy and not get out pushed. In this clip I give myself the headroom to harass Twitch to low health, and end up pushing the wave to get level 2 in time. Some moments later we were getting ganked by Zac, but since the enemy bot lane was really low on health due to our level 1 and 2 play, they couldn't really make anything out of it. However, they still tried to make the gank work, and even though I get hit by a lot of CC, it didn't really matter. I knew we could take this fight 2v3 and ended up turning it around. And this clip really gets to show the power of tiny decisions early on in the lane, if you know how to translate them properly by elaborate minion control and harassment.
So let's move on and talk about cheese engagements, small but often game impacting ambushes that might take place just before entering the lane. The core of cheese is vision. In this replay we lack information on the enemy team's position, enabling Cockmore and Jenna to go for surprise attack. Being engaged on, you have to make a quick call, fighting or trying to back off. Right here we're committing to the fight because Jenna has her only skill on cooldown, rendering her almost useless. In straight up cheese engagements you always want to focus your damage on the marksman, since he usually provides most of the damage potential. Due to Zyra's constant pressure, and Jenna's poor decision to go for a kill on Corki as well as Lee Sin eventually backing us up, we're coming out on top. Summing up, vision and knowledge of the enemy champions in combination with quick decision making and the right focus are the elements of successful level 1 ambushes, regardless of you being cheesed or cheesing. Let's take a look at how this lane plays out from now on. Neither of the two duo lanes have summoner spells up, but Cockmore got several odds staked against him. The wave position, an extreme level advantage and the recoil timings on top of that are favorable to Corki and Zyra, allowing us to establish bush and creep control. Cockmore, however, is not respecting the mentioned disadvantages, getting greedy for CS when he's supposed to stay back in order to recover. I am fully aware of the situation. Cockmore walking up for another CS makes it dead easy to snare and punish him. All Paradise Corki has to do is to confirm the kill.
In this clip I'm playing Vayne vs Graves, a fairly tough matchup due to Graves' instant trading and pushing potential. After some small exchanges I proceed to make a critical mistake. As we can see, the opponent has 3 caster minions up, as opposed to our 2, which means they pushed harder than us. Yet I go for harassment rather than pushing, which is going to cost me, even though the consequences are not apparent right away. When we look at how this lane plays out, Graves does a better job balancing out pushing and poking, leaving me at a resource and positional deficit. Me being pushed to the tower with a smaller health pool is the product of all those tiny decisions beforehand, prioritizing harassment over pushing and not keeping track of the wave.
Let's continue with another example highlighting further aspects of lane and creep wave control. Right here we got us on Lucian and Nami heading for the lane after a jungle leash. We are up against Caitlyn and Jenna, a pretty tough matchup due to Kate's long range harass potential. In addition to that, our opponents are on the lane already while we are on our way. This circumstance hypothetically allows Caitlyn to hit the level 2 experience threshold a long time before us, because there's no way to make up for the fact that she simply has more time to deal the required damage to the creeps. But instead she's throwing away her lead role. She decides to shove in and reset the lane. Basically, she's enabling our turret to help us with killing creeps. Remember, for the level up an entire wave and 3 additional melee minions are needed. Eventually both sides are receiving level 2 at the same time. All in all, Kate is giving us some breathing space. Breathing space that we are ready to convert into a kill anytime. Hitting a bubble on Jenna opens an engagement. A Lucian Q and a follow-up flash later, we ultimately escape from an initially sticky situation.
In this video we want to highlight another special circumstance, the melee vs ranged support matchup and how to abuse it. In this game I'm getting to lane a lot quicker while the opponent spent more time leashing, which is going to severely hurt their already difficult level 1 situation. I start pushing up, since getting level 2 versus a melee support is even more crucial. However, I noticed that we got to lane earlier, which gives me more time and opportunities to push and thus the freedom to harass Twitch and Alistar. Furthermore, knowing we have the ranged support advantage level 1, we go extremely aggressive on them. Since melee supports usually get kited around level 1 without doing much, they have a hard time competing with ranged supports such as Nami, which we are making the best use of. We managed to repel them to the tower and even force out a flash. And this clip really gets to emphasize the importance of getting to lane in time, and when you do, to push up as hard as you can.
Our last clip addresses invades and the importance of summoner spells. As you can see, the enemy Twitch obtained a kill on Maokai in an invade. So yes, Twitch is going to level 2 earlier, but, and this is the crux of the matter, he traded flash and heal for these advantages. This grants us a small window just before said level 2, in which we have summoners at our disposal while Twitch doesn't. Being aware of this window, we commit to an extended trade, chunking and igniting Twitch, while we are certain of our success.
We got a lot more great videos coming up on this channel, so stay tuned for those. But that's it from now. We really hope you enjoyed our little tutorial.
If so, we want you to subscribe and leave a comment below, and hopefully see you guys next time.